Fabulous people, welcome to the channel for all the babes who create their own life trends. My name is Anastasia, and today I want to share with you something that I think is extremely important when you plan on traveling to Greece. Today I'm going to share with you my top 5 things that I wish I knew before traveling to Greece. And guys, for those of you who is new to my channel, just so you know, I've been already traveling Greece for the straight 4 months. So I definitely have tons of tips, tons of experience. So this video was long overdue. And without further ado, let's get started. But before we begin, I would be so grateful if you smash that like button right now. Just press it. And if you're new to my channel and my vibe and the vibe of this channel resonates with you, please consider subscribing, and I would be so happy to have you part of this channel, part of this community. And I promise in return to give you tons of tips, tricks and inspiration from around the world 3 times a week. All right, without further ado, let's get started. All right, as I've been traveling Greece during different seasons, one thing and one important travel tip that I have for you when it comes to visiting Greece is to avoid 2 months, 2 months out of the year, which is July and August. I have a feeling you're not going to listen to me, fabulous, but I'm still going to tell you, and I'm going to explain to you why I say that. As you guys might imagine, July and August are extremely popular months for traveling. Not only people from the US are coming to Greece to enjoy their vacations, but also during July and specifically August, most Europeans are taking their vacation. And of course, a lot of them are coming to Greece as well to enjoy their vacation. So you have all these people coming to different islands, especially popular islands like Santorini and Mykonos, and that creates just crowds, large crowds everywhere. So you find yourself waiting in long lines, trying to get to places. Everything is super expensive because of course during July and August prices do go up significantly. And on top of that, you have brutal Greece heat. And yes guys, Greece gets so hot in July and August. The temperatures are just outrageous. So you have all these things pretty much working against you enjoying the beautiful Greek islands. So that's why I always say, and this is just my recommendation and recommendation of most of the locals, to come to Greece in May or June. Another month that I would recommend is September, because these are the times when the weather is just perfect and it is not crowded. The prices are definitely working in your favor, and you just will get so much more enjoyment from your trip during those 3 months of the year. All right, fabulous. I hope I did not ruin anyone's vacation plans with that first travel tip. Guys, I'm just looking out for you. Again, if you come to Greece in July and August, it's not like you're not going to have a great time, but I feel like that information was very important for me to share, because if you're trying to decide which are the best months to go, then I believe that May, June, and September are the best months to travel Greece. All right, with that said, moving to a second Greece travel tip, which is do not try to see all 6,000 islands in 1 week. And let me explain to you why. I know that a lot of people who are traveling from the States to Greece are trying to pack their schedules and trying to see as many Greek islands as possible. And let me just share with you my personal opinion of the best way of traveling Greece. I strongly recommend to not take those 3 islands in 1-day cruises, and instead really dedicate time to discovering each individual island. Get lost on those tiny, beautiful, colorful Greek streets. Go to a nearby cafe or a bar, grab yourself some coffee or a glass of rosé, and just people watch. Just Relax, breathe, get into a conversation with the local, do things that you dreamt about doing whole year that you just haven't had a chance to do. You will enjoy Greece this way so much more than constantly rushing from one place to another. It's not necessary. And trust me, when you're in Greece and you will see the way people live here, it will force you to slow down. It will force you to really embrace, to really feel that Greek way of living. And another pro tip that I want to give you is that when you come to Greece, especially if this is your first time, it is not necessary to visit the most popular islands. Oh yes, of course, I'm sure that you've seen all over YouTube or Pinterest those colorful, beautiful streets of Santorini. But let me tell you, if you are coming to Greece for the first time and you're kind of hesitant, should I visit them, should I not, because there are just so many beautiful places to see in Greece, let me tell you, just because those islands are less popular, it does not mean that they're less beautiful or not worth visiting. I can tell you that some of the best experiences and the best memories that I built were on the Greek islands that most people never even heard of. All right, fabulous. Tip number 3, and this one is especially useful for people who will be traveling to Greece for the first time, or to anyone who will be traveling to Europe for the first time, because this is something probably you're not used to anymore in the States. But here in Greece, there are some places that do not accept cards, period. They accept cash payments only. And that also includes restaurants. So my recommendation is to always have some cash on you, just in case, because what you do not want to happen is to find yourself in a situation where you just had a huge meal at the restaurant and you ask for a bill, your waiter comes with the bill and you hand him or her a card and they say, I'm sorry, cash only. And yes, I've been there before. You do not want to find yourself in this situation running around town trying to figure out where's the ATM machine so you can withdraw some money to pay for your meal. No. All right, number 4, fabulous. And number 4 has to do with Greek food, of course. Of course, food is always involved in every vacation, right? It's one of the most important things on the trip. But one recommendation that I have for you when it comes to food is do not limit yourself to a hotel breakfast or to eating souvlaki or gyro all day long. And by the way, it's not gyro, it's not gyro, it's gyro. So you really have to roll your R's, fabulous. Let's do it together, all right? Gyro, you got it. But guys, the reason why I'm telling you this is because there is so much more to Greek food than just those few traditional things that you've heard of or had back home. And what I strongly recommend is, no matter on which island you are, go to a traditional Greek taverna and ask your waiter for a traditional dish from that particular island, because here in Greece, not only you have those core traditional Greek dishes, but you also have dishes that you can find only on that particular island. Just think what an opportunity you have to try something that you would never be able to try back home. So definitely take advantage of it. And by the way, there are tons of options now in Greece for vegan and vegetarians. I've personally seen them, so vegans and vegetarians, you guys will be absolutely fine. And if you want kind of an idea of what dishes you should try in Greece, then definitely check out my typical dishes from Greek Islands guide. It's going to pop somewhere here. I will also make sure to leave it down below. But yes, fabulous. Take advantage of being in Greece and have some incredible Greek food that you will only be able to try in Greece. And finally, tip number 5, fabulous. This is something that has been on everyone's mind lately, and this is very specific to this year because I know a lot of people have been trying to figure out, do you need to have a negative test when you are doing Greek island hopping? And as I promised last week, I actually went and I did an investigation, and I went to many different ferry representatives and I talked to them. I actually have a conversation recorded, so you guys know it's actually coming from official representatives, and you will hear it in a second. But to sum it all up, you do not need a negative test when you are doing Greek island hopping. The only time you will need negative tests is if you're traveling from Piraeus or Rafina to the Greek islands. But if you're not traveling from those two places and you're just doing island hopping, like between Santorini and Mykonos or Paros and Milos, whatever that combination looks like for you, you will not need a negative test. Oh, what a relief. And if you're still worrying a little bit, because trust me guys, I know how it is traveling from the States and making sure that you're following all the rules, here is the recorded conversation that I did yesterday with one of the ferry representatives. And by the way, I went to many of them and they all told me exactly the same thing. So here it is. I have a question. When we travel from Paros to Mykonos to anywhere, do we need the test, the 72-hour test? No, we don't. Oh, okay.
Only from Piraeus, Rafina to the islands. From here, between the islands or back, no.
No test. Okay, because everyone's saying we need the test. That's why. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. Detective Anastasia at your service. And if you guys wondering what is the best way to get ferry tickets or how to rent a car in Greece, then definitely check out my video. It's going to pop over here as always, and I leave it for you down below. This video just has such practical tips when it comes to traveling on the Greek islands and between the Greek islands, so you will definitely find it super useful, and that's why I always recommend it. And as bonus tips, make sure that you do not drink tap water, especially if you're on the islands. Avoid it at any cost. Make sure that you always drink only bottled water, and also don't throw toilet paper down the toilet. Make sure that you use the bin on the side, because guys, you do not want to end up with a clogged toilet in Greece. By the way, guys, I just have so many more tips to share with you. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and I will make part 2, because yes, guys, when you're traveling Greece for this long, of course, you just accumulate such a wealth of knowledge. And if you're wondering what other things that you should not be doing in Greece, then definitely check out my video on the don'ts of Greece. I'm going to make sure to leave it in the description below. And also, if you are coming to Greece this year, if you are traveling to Greece in 2021, make sure to watch my guide on traveling Greece in 2021. There I go into depth on the situation in Greece and what you should expect from traveling Greece this year. So definitely make sure to check it out, because I know you will find so much useful information there. Guys, I am so happy and so grateful you joined me today. I hope you will find this video useful. Please remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet, and I will see you all in the next video. Breathe, Anastasia. Ciao, fabulous.